She ruled through fear, until the forest took away the one thing that made her powerful. And now, the queen who silenced everyone now must face her own silence.
The forest received her differently this time. Not cruelly, not kindly, the way truth receives you when you finally stop running from it. Every path twisted, every shadow seemed to breathe. Thorned branches reached out, not to hurt her, but to strip her. Her cloak caught and tore. Her hair fell from its pins. The gold bracelet on her wrist snagged and fell away into the undergrowth. Layer by layer, everything she had constructed to tell the world who she was returned to the earth. And the whispers started, not from around her, from within her. Voices she recognized. Her first advisor, dismissed 20 years ago for disagreeing with her in public. A village elder she had silenced when he tried to tell her about a famine she didn't want to hear about. A young girl who had once tried to give her a flower and been told to step back by the guards. Listen, before you speak. Just listen. She walked until the forest opened, and there was Ilarion, still patient as ever. Vaelora, stripped of her cloak, her gold, her guards, her title, her voice, fell to her knees, not as a performance, not as a tactic. Her legs simply gave. She reached up, took her crown from her head, placed it in the earth before the spirit, an offering, a trade, a last attempt at bargaining. The wind pushed it aside, gently, without cruelty, but clearly. That's not what this requires. A presence moved through the forest, not a voice, not a sound, more like understanding itself, pressing against the inside of her chest. You tried to control what you never respected. And in that moment, Vaelora understood. Not abstractly, not the way you understand a lesson, the way you understand a wound. Suddenly, completely, at depth, she had never wanted power to hurt anyone. She had wanted power so she would never have to be afraid, so her voice would never shake, so no one could dismiss her, so she would never be invisible. But the weapon she had built to protect herself had become the thing that isolated her. Her armor had become her prison. She opened her mouth, and for the first time in 20 years, she didn't reach for a command. She reached for the truth. The words came out broken, barely audible. I never listened. A breath, like the first breath after drowning. I only wanted to be heard. I thought power meant never being afraid. But I was terrified every single day. I built walls and called them strength. The quietest line she has ever spoken. I'm sorry. Long pause. I'm ready to listen. The forest exhales. Light filtered through the canopy, not sudden, not dramatic. Slowly, like sunrise, like something that had been waiting for exactly this. The amber veins of Ilarion pulsed once, and Vaelora felt it, a warmth in her chest, a loosening, like a fist that had been clenched for 20 years finally opening. She inhaled and spoke. One word. Oh. Just that. One soft syllable, but it was different. It did not strike like thunder. It did not command. It did not demand. It landed in the air like a note of music. Warm, rounded, real, like the voice of someone who had stopped performing and started living. She stood, slowly. She looked at Ilarion, the ancient, patient, unmoved cedar, and she said something she had not said since she was a child. Thank you.
Her voice returned, but not as thunder, not as dominance. It was softer now, grounded, alive. like a melody instead of a weapon. When Queen Vaelora returned to her kingdom, the people braced for the storm, but it never came. Instead, she spoke gently. No kingdom can survive on fear. She paused, meeting their eyes for the first time. It survives on understanding. And in that moment, the queen who once ruled through sound learned the true power of silence. Because the greatest voice is not the one that commands. It is the one that listens.